Is your plant manager the real problem? If you're new here, welcome. We talk about the hard truths. And if you're a past viewer or better yet, a subscriber, welcome back. Always remember, like, share, subscribe, and as always, hit that little notification bell so you know when the next issue comes forward. All right. This one might make some people uncomfortable. And that's kind of the point. Because after talking about how good manufacturing shops, say that again, how good manufacturing shops quietly decline, there's a harder question underneath it. What if the problem isn't the machines? What if the problem is the operators? Or isn't the operators? What if it's not the market? What if it's leadership insulation specifically? What if your plant manager doesn't actually see what's happening? Now, before anyone gets defensive, this isn't an attack. This is pattern recognition. In a lot of CNC shops and production facilities, the plant manager sits at the top of the operational pyramid. They're responsible for production efficiency, quality control, on time delivery, labor performance, cost management. It's a job that I don't think I would want. I don't mind helping, but I don't think I want it. But here's what happens slowly over time. Information gets filtered. Supervisors soften problems. Engineers present partial data. Operators stop escalating issues because nothing changes anyway. And the plant manager starts making decisions based on incomplete reality. That's not incompetence. That's insulation. And insulation is dangerous in manufacturing because manufacturing is a game of margins, cycle time, scrap rate, tool life, setup efficiency, machine uptime. Small blind spots turn into big losses. Now, here's where it gets even more uncomfortable. Sometimes the plant manager doesn't want the full truth, not consciously, but psychologically, because if there are major inefficiencies, if there are cultural problems, if high performing operators are frustrated, that means something under the leadership needs fixing. And ego doesn't love that. So what happens? Meetings become performance theater. Metrics look acceptable. Tooling optimization gets postponed. Process improvement becomes reactive instead of proactive. And the shop slowly drifts into operational mediocrity. Meanwhile, your best machinist is thinking, we could run this better. Your process engineer is thinking, we're leaving 12% efficiency on the table. Your supervisor is exhausted from firefighting. But the plant manager hears, we're fine. This is how strong manufacturing operations weaken from the inside, not from bad intent, from filtered perception. So here's the leadership question. If you're a plant manager, what was the last time you asked for unfiltered feedback? When was the last time you walked the floor and said, show me what's frustrating you? Not defensively, curiously. When was the last time you challenged your own reports? When was the last time you audited your own assumptions about production efficiency? Because if you don't create tension intentionally, reality will create it for you later. And it'll be more expensive. Now, if you're an operator or a supervisor watching this and you're thinking, yeah, this is exactly what's happening, then episode 2 is going to be for you. Because we're going to talk about what happens when good operators quietly disengage and why that's one of the most expensive losses in manufacturing. If this hits a nerve in a productive way, subscribe because this arc is about leadership, clarity, and manufacturing, not comfort. Machines don't lie, but people filter. Let's talk about that next. I'll see you in the next one.